At the height of a glittering party, David shocks the entire room when he defies his powerful family to stand beside the poor secretary they despise. Gasps fill the hall as his father delivers a crushing ultimatum: choose love and lose everything, or surrender his heart for wealth. In that single moment, David's world hangs between gold and true happiness. What he decides will shatter lives, rewrite loyalty, and test the very meaning of love. Viewers won't be able to look away as the battle between pride and passion reaches its breaking point. David was the son of a very rich man. His father owned big companies and everyone respected the family name. David lived in a huge house with shiny floors, tall doors, and many cars parked outside. But even with all the wealth around him, David sometimes felt empty. His family only talked about money, business, and how to keep their name powerful. One day, his father told him to start working in the company to learn responsibility. That was when he met Claire. Claire was not like anyone else in David's world. She was his secretary, a quiet and hard-working girl from a poor family. She always came to work with a simple dress, her shoes a little worn out, but her smile was brighter than diamonds. David liked how she never pretended to be someone she was not. Slowly he began to notice her more. When she handed him files, his heart beat faster. When she laughed, he forgot about money and titles. He did not understand why, but he started waiting for her voice every morning. David's mother soon noticed. She warned him, "Stay away from her. She is not one of us." But David's heart had already chosen. And that was the beginning of his battle. Every day, David tried to hide his feelings from his family, but it was not easy. His sister mocked Claire, calling her, "the poor girl who doesn't belong." His father grew angry when he saw David walking Claire to the bus stop. "Do you know what people will say about us?" his father shouted. But David did not care. The more they tried to separate him from Claire, the more he wanted her. One rainy evening, David saw Claire sitting alone at the bus stop, her hair wet, her eyes tired. He stopped his car and offered to take her home. Claire shook her head. "David, your family hates me. They will destroy me if they know you care for me." Her voice broke and tears mixed with the rain. David held her hand tightly and said, "I don't care about what they say. I just care about you." That night, something grew between them, something bigger than fear. But love was dangerous in David's world. His family began to watch his every move, determined to break them apart. The walls of wealth began to close in, and David knew he had to choose. But what if choosing love meant losing everything he had ever known? The battle grew hotter. David's father called him into the study. The room smelled of leather and old money. "If you marry that girl," his father said coldly, "you are no longer my son. You will lose your inheritance, the company, everything." His mother added, "Think of the shame you will bring to us." David's chest tightened. He had never seen his family so cruel. That night he told Claire everything. Her eyes widened in fear. "David, I cannot let you lose your whole life because of me. Please walk away." But David shook his head. "Claire, you are my life. Without you, all this wealth means nothing." Still, doubts burned inside him. He imagined living poor, starting from nothing. Could he survive without the comfort he was used to? He also imagined life without Claire, empty, cold, and silent. His heart and mind pulled him in different directions, and he felt trapped between two worlds. Claire was ready to walk away, but David knew he had to decide before everything collapsed. One evening, the family threw a grand party at the mansion. Important guests filled the halls with laughter, golden lights shining on their expensive clothes. David's father announced loudly, "My son will soon marry a woman from a wealthy family as tradition demands." But David stood up, his voice shaking yet strong. "No, I will not marry for money. I love Claire and she is the one I choose." The room went silent. Gasps echoed through the hall. His father's face turned red with fury. "Then you are no longer my son," he thundered. Guests whispered in shock. Claire, standing in the corner, trembled, her heart racing. David walked to her and held her hand in front of everyone. "We may be poor," he said softly, "but we will be free." The party ended in chaos. His family turned their backs on him, but David did not care anymore. For the first time in his life he felt alive, even as everything he knew slipped away. David and Claire left the mansion that night with nothing but